Okay, today's problem, given a set of arrival and departure timings of trains, various trains, uh, find the minimum number of platforms or tracks required to accommodate these trains. Okay, so let's understand what is this minimum number of tracks. Let's say I have one train coming at so and so time, so I would need one track for it, right? Now let's say another train comes to the same platform, I would need one more track. Say the third train comes, I would need this way. Like if I have like 10 trains coming on that particular day, I would require 10 tracks, right? But that's not feasible. We need to somehow manage the existing tracks to accommodate these trains, right? That's the crux of this problem. Now let's take one example. Let's say I have one track. A train comes at 10. A train comes at say 10 a.m. and leaves at say 10:20 a.m. Okay. Now I'll use this track. Now let's say another train comes at say 11 a.m. and leaves at say 11:30 a.m. Right? If you look at this, there was one track, right? So now this track arrived at 11 a.m. but the train which was on this track has already left. That means this track is free. So I can actually reuse this track for this train, right? So this is, that means just because I have two trains, I don't need two tracks, right? So minimum of number of tracks required here would be just one because I'm reusing the track, right? Let's take another example. I have one track, right? There's a train arrived at 10 a.m. and it leaves at say 10:30 a.m. Okay, when this train is at this platform, another train comes at let's say 10 a.m. I mean, irrespective of departure time. But if a train comes at 10 a.m., if you see this train will be on this platform from 10 to 10:30. So there is no way that this train can be on this track. That means this train requires a new track, right? So with these two trains arriving at this particular timings, the maximum or minimum number of tracks that I require is two, right? Let's say another train comes at say 12, right? So I can as well reuse the tracks, right? But the example here is if a train comes at the same time when the previous train has already occupied the track, then we would need a different track. The crux of this problem is what is the minimum number of trains that are required? Minimum number of tracks, sorry, not trains, minimum number of tracks that are required to accommodate these trains. Let's say one more train comes at 10:15, right? Say 10:15. So already these two trains are occupying these two tracks. There's no way that this can be accommodated. So it would need another track, right? So the minimum number of tracks that required for all these trains arriving at these timings is 3 now, right? So that is the problem. But just in case there's another train which is coming which is not falling into this time, right? Then we can reuse the track. So the minimum number will still be less than 3, right? So the crux of this problem is we need to find the overlap of these timings. The maximum number of overlaps will give you the minimum number of tracks that are required, right? Now let's start with the actual example. Let's consider these are the arrival and departure timings. So a train comes at 9 o'clock and leaves at 9:10. Train comes at 9:40, leaves at 12, right? So given this timetable, right, the list of arrival and departure times, now I need to say, okay, probably I can accommodate all these times in maybe 2 tracks or maybe 4 tracks or 3 tracks, right? That's the crux of the problem. So before we actually proceed with solving this problem, we should first sort these arrays so that we have all the timings in the ascending order. So the arrival time looks like it's already sorted, right? 9, 9:40, 9:50, right? But if you look at the departure time, it's 9, 10, 12, 11:30, right? So there is discrepancy here. Now let's rewrite this. So arrival time is sorted. Departure time, we'll just sort it this way. I think we are good, right? 9, 11:30, 12. Okay. In order to solve this problem, I would initialize 2 variables. That is number of tracks required equal to 1. That means I need at least 1 track. And the maximum, what are the maximum number of tracks that I would require? That also I'll initialize as 1. And I would initialize 2 variables. That is, since I've already considered 1 train, I would initialize 1 I here. That is arrival time. And I initialize j here. That's the departure time. Now what we do is we compare arrival time with departure time. Okay, so that means this is a train that has arrived at 9:40. Okay, if you look back the departure time, so this would be the departure time of the previous train. So I have come at 9:40, but I see that the previous train has already left at 9:10. That means the track is free, right? See, I am coming now at 9:40, but if I look the departure time, it's already gone, right? The train is already gone at 9:10, so I can reuse it. So what I'll do is I'll do a -1 of the track. Don't need a track. I need one less, right? So I'll just say 0. And this max tracks, what I do is I'll take a max of max tracks, comma tracks, right? That's equal to max of 1, comma 0, which is equal to 1. Okay. So next, so I take the arrival time and departure time, whichever is lesser. Like this is lesser, right? So I'll just move this pointer. Okay. Now again I'll compare. I have arrived at 11:40, but if I look at the departure is 11:30. I've arrived at 9:40. The departure is 11:30. That means somebody is already occupying the track, right? So I can't be accommodated on the track. I need a new track. So what I do is I'll just say +1. That's a track +1. That's equal to 1. And this is max tracks is max of 1, comma 1, which is equal to 1. Now which is lesser? 9:40 and 11:30, right? So 9:40 is lesser. I move this. So next, I arrived at 9:50, but if I see at the previous departure is 11:30, that means somebody is still sitting on the track. So I need a new track. So I'll just add 1. That's equal to 2, and this is max of 3. This will be max of 1 comma to the tracks now, that is 2. So that is equal to 2. Okay, maximum tracks till now is 2. Okay, now next, which is less, 950 and 1130. 950 is less. I move this. Now I have arrived at 11 o'clock. I see that the previous departure is 11:30. That means still somebody is sitting on the track. So I increment the number of tracks. Right? That's equal to 3, right? And the max will be max of 2 comma 3. That's equal to 3. Next I see 11 and 11:30. Okay, this is I move this, right? So I arrived at 3 o'clock. I see the previous departure is 11:30. That means the train has already left. The previous train has already left. So I don't need an additional track. Probably I can reuse the track. So what I'll do is I'll do -1. That's equal to 2, right? And max will be max of current is 3, tracks is 2. That's equal to still 3. Okay. And okay, so this is lesser, right? So I move this. I've arrived at 3. So previous departure is 11:20. That means train is already left. So I can reuse the track. So I'll do 2 minus. That's equal to 1, right? Max will be max of 3 comma 1. That's equal to 3. Okay. Next, which is lesser? This is lesser. Okay. Now I read at 3. Previous departure is 12. That means the train is already left. So I don't need a track. So I'll just -1 equal to 0. And this is max of 3 comma 0. That's equal to 3. So which is less? This one. I've arrived at 3 o'clock, but the last departure train leaves at 7 o'clock, right? So that means I need a track. I'll do +1. I'll probably do it in the next line. Max of 3 comma 1. That's equal to 3. Next 15 and 19. 15 is lesser. So here, okay, I arrived at 6 o'clock. The previous departure is at 7 o'clock. So I need a track. So I'll add +1. 2. Right. This is max of 3 comma 2 is equal to 3. Now this is lesser. I move out. I see no more arrivals. So I'm happy. Now my result is max tracks, which is 3. Okay. I mean, here I set max tracks equal to 3. But actually speaking, we said what is the minimum number of platforms or tracks required, right? So minimum number of platforms or tracks is as good as maximum tracks. So the answer is actually 3. So the maximum tracks is the minimum tracks, both are same. Okay. Now let's look at the code. I'll have two variables. One is tracks equal to, I'll initialize it to 1, and I'll have max tracks equal to 1, and I'll have two variables I, right? So I and j. I I'll give to 1 and j I'll give just 0. So I is the arrival, j is the departure. Okay. Now I'll say, and what is the total number of trains? Total trains equal to how much? That is the length of arrival. I'm assuming arrivals and departure array will be same, right? So I can take anything. Okay. I'll say while I less than total trains or j less than or equal to total trains. Okay, what I do first thing is if arrival of I is less than or equal to departure of j, okay, what should I do? That means departure is greater, right? That means somebody else is already sitting on the track. So I need to say tracks plus equal to 1. Okay. And also I need to move, since I is lesser, right? I need to move I. Okay. Else. So that means I can reuse the track, right? Else means nobody is sitting on that track. So I'll say tracks minus equal to 1. And if since the departure is smaller, I'll increase the departure and move the departure pointer, right? At the after this both if and else, I need to get the max trains. Max tracks, right? Sorry, not trains. Tracks equal to max of max tracks, comma tracks, right? That's it. And then either you return or you print. I mean, just make this as a function, okay? Or probably we could do it. I mean, let's say, not sure this has okay. Def okay, min tracks of arrival departure, right? This has to be indented, okay? I'm doing everything on notepad, so I need to do these spaces. Let's do this fast. But here instead of print, what I'll do is return max tracks. That's it. Right. I hope you like this. Meet you with the next problem.